Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona, and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage. One last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Florida Gators, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up with a semifinal collision. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. First down here for this offense. And the running back takes the handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Keeping it on the ground here. When they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big play. Moves the ball down inside the 30.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Pressure is coming. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Important 2nd down play coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around, to give him a chance to get out in space, are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
The Gators looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
Second down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Rush set it down for the offense. First down. And the wideout goes in motion. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Running through the tackle. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. And the Vols will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. That is a huge play. Finally brought down to the 46-yard line. The offense going with the hurry up.
Boy, great throw and a first down for Tennessee, and they are in business. This quarterback is playing well, and, you know, Chris, they are able to recruit the nation when it comes to quarterback play because of the history and tradition they have. It started really with Peyton Manning, but has worked its way through. Think about T. Martin, won the national title in '98, Hendon Hooker, what he did a few years ago. Go back to Josh Dobbs. Man, they've got some great quarterbacks that have played here.
Dropping back, it's Hunt. Defense is coming after him. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in '06 when the Gators won the national championship, and we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for a deep completion. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Vols. Now the all-important extra point. And there's the point after. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. He would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They got some ground to make up. Second and long from the 15. Tailback takes the handoff again. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Third down coming up after that running play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Chris, sometimes the quarterback's just trying to find the open guy and get him the ball. It's exactly what he's able to do here. Found a way to pick up the first down.
Quick throw caught on the left side.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction. And a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays. And this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
They're going to run it. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another first down. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, helping just get 2 yards. This, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
After the second down incompletion, we'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the first down marker. They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. That kind of execution on a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with a pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. High-tempo offense is back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll run it to the right side. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Dropping back, it's Hunt. Looking right, this one caught. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. So from the 28-yard line, it's a 3rd and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kurt, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The Volunteers hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. In the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's a short completion of the big tight end. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that 98 National Championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you're thinking about the Tennessee Vols.
The Vols have 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tailback with another carry. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Wolf. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday at our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. He's swarmed by the defense.
You know, when the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line, you love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Defense bringing out some big fellas trying to stuff the run here. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Well, this college football playoff game is all tied up, and Kirby, it's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
This one will be fair caught. Florida offense retakes the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Grab near the sticks. It's long. Enough for a first down at the 37. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Now it's second down here. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Catch made on the right side. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. And now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. Shotgun formation here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's long. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. Like the final play of the half coming up. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. On first and 10, looking to throw. And here comes a deep shot. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense, and this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Getting set. Here's second down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw. It's Hunt. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Volunteers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. That's good timing there. Receiver makes the catch and then has some room to run.
Yeah, anytime you're going to run a route like this, you know who needs to get a lot of credit is the offensive line, because this play takes some time for the receiver to work his way across the field on that drag route, and the quarterback that time had enough time to be able to navigate the coverage and make the accurate throw.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on fourth down. Handoff from the shotgun. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
He's running out of time here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Back's got it. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
That's a 1st and 5 after that defensive penalty. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's long. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. Might have to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the Strong job by the coverage team. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22. And the Volunteers come up to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Hunt. Looking for the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Quarterback will throw it off the run-pass option. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second and goal for the offense. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Now, a crucial third down and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he's brought down there.
Now they run the football here. I thought he might have enough room to be able to extend and get across that first down mark, but he's going to be a couple yards short. Good job by the defense of having awareness of space there and knew exactly.
Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You put 5 wide receivers into the formation, you put so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. The Gators offense retakes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Quick throw to the left. Makes the catch downfield. Physical run-breaking tackles. And just like that, in one play, they've moved into scoring position at the 23. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
But when the dust settles and the games are over, it's how many big plays did you create and how many did you prevent? This is a huge play for this offense. Now, can they get the ball into the end zone or they have to settle for 3?
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And now they'll set up for the point after. And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. The Vols will crank up the tempo. Back to pass. It's Hunt. Looking to scramble. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Try and muscle for the first down. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. And the ball's getting set on 1st and 10.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a 1st down, and they get it.
They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Here's the 2nd down play. An inside give now from the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. The 1st down pickup, tackled at the 45.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that 1st down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the 2nd half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking to pass. It's Hunt. He's moving out of the pocket now. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Volunteers are in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's intercepted, trying to fire it into a tight window. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. And the sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And it's intercepted, the last thing they could afford. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the 2nd half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. The pass rush closing in. The pass ball is incomplete to try to extend the play, but nobody open.
Boy, when this guy gets out of the pocket and starts to create, you kind of hold your breath knowing what he can do. But how about the defense here? They did a good job of forcing him to throw and taking away the scramble.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The Vols looking to use the up-tempo offense here. 1st and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vols. Kirk, you look for rust. You look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And the extra point was up and good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, let's see how these guys do here. They're kind of in that 4-minute offense mode where they're trying to work as much clock as they can on this drive, working with the lead. Still want to be balanced as best you can, but the important thing is picking up first downs, keeping the ball in bounds, and keep working that clock.
1st and 10 now for the offense. And there's the handoff. That run moves the ball across the 35.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down play coming up. Grab down the middle. It's Pena. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Or with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Play action here on 1st down. Running it, testing the defense with a throw downfield. Catch made down inside the 10. Touchdown, Florida. This offense is still clicking. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. He'll hand it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Back to throw. It's Hunt. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. So here we go, 4th quarter. They cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Gators offense retakes the field. It's a quarterback keeper. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Finding some room at the 25. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Getting set, 2nd down play here. And the quarterback dropping back. Caught over the middle. It's long. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the 1st down marker. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Checks this down to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Well, the defense gets these guys to 3rd down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the 1st down. So the clock will continue to move. And the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
The Gators moving quickly down the field here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a pretty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Breaking free at the 35. Finally tackled at the 7. What a play. Sets up a 1st and goal now.
But his defense is doing everything in their power to try to rip away at that football, realizing that clock is becoming their enemy. They may not get many opportunities to have a chance to score if they can't come up with a big stop.
And the offense just takes a knee here. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says every